Before and afters, who doesn't love them? It's always astonishing to see big changes, especially when it comes to your home. Of course, projects like these ought to be left to the professionals, however.
Yeah, and that is where the team at Rewind Design comes in. They can take care of any kind of renovation, whether it's a big remodel or a small upgrade. And being MHIC licensed, bonded, and insured, you can trust that they're doing it right. And as we learned from DelmarvaLife's Katie Cirilli, the trailblazer behind the business has always had this in her blood.
When Holly Worthington was a little girl, her life was constantly under construction.
Growing up, I lived with my father, and he was always putting us into homes that needed renovations.
She fell in love with flipping houses and fixed up her first for herself when she was just 21. And that was only the beginning.
I think personally I've done about 47 homes, of which I probably moved over 20 times.
Once others caught wind of her work, everyone wanted a house by Holly. So as 2014 turned into 2015, she started Rewind Design.
Being able to do it for other people, we had to get the proper licensing, insurance and bonding. Because people were seeing the projects I was doing, wanted to have renovations done.
She also had to bring the right people on board. Enter Stacy Walsh, a skilled soulmate of sorts.
It just happened to work out perfectly. We're both from Jersey. We both kind of have the same mindset and the same goals.
Stacy's specialty is in interior design.
But as far as colors, styles, I think if we pick a color scheme that we're going to go with first, and then we can pull everything from there. So we'll be able to look through. And look, this actually is kind of the mid-century vibe you're going for. Growing up, my bedroom always had to be pristine, and I loved rearranging the furniture and decorating it and painting, and now I get to do something that I've always wanted to do my whole life.
Rewind Design is MHIC licensed, bonded, and insured, and specializes in every kind of home improvement need. Whether it's decorating one room or demoing and starting from the ground up.
This is a prime example of a house that we did. This house had new electrical, new drywall, new plumbing, new roof, new HVAC, new flooring, paint, drywall. Pretty much everything's been done to this house. So we could do anything from a small repair up to a complete renovation.
For Holly, there's simply nothing like new life for an old house.
I like seeing the transformation. I like bringing life back into things. You know, when you go into houses, sometimes you walk through them and you feel like an air of sadness, whether it's a foreclosure or, somebody's passed away and it's an estate or something like that. I try to bring the love back into them and have it feel good when people walk into the house.
And that happens. In fact, they just recently completed a remodel that left homeowners in awe.
They're like, this is our house that we lived in. Like, this is amazing. We took down walls, we took down fireplaces, we moved fireplaces, we added 8-foot windows to, open up and see the views of the woods. We replaced the flooring through the entire house. The kitchen, everything inside out was redone.
The lesson there is that in a time when the housing market is a challenge, you don't have to wait for the perfect home.
Something that we have been trying to push is finding a house that has good bones, something that can be what you want it to be. Sometimes people have trouble seeing it. So I go to a lot of appointments with Holly when she's showing clients houses to try and be like, this would be great to do this, or this would be great to do this.
Rewind Design will help folks find the perfect blend of trendy and tried and true.
I try to do things that the style will have a longevity, that will, 10 years down the road, not be terribly, not transferable to the next person.
You gotta admit, this right here is girl power.
We have every single tool you could think of, circular saws, table saws, nail guns, air compressors. Stacy and I have a whole warehouse of things. If people don't show up, then we're out there doing it ourselves.
And I always hate to say, obviously a lot of contractors are men and we are not. And I think one benefit to us is that we might see things that other people might not. We look at every little detail.
How about as far as fixtures, what color? We have black, we could do champagne, brass, shiny gold, shiny silver.
There's so many options for that.
Yeah.
Just take a look at their office in downtown Salisbury to get an idea.
It's very creative. It has wall murals, exposed brick, really cool flooring. You know, they could see what Rewind Design is about.
A team you can trust when it comes to creating a home that'll make you the happiest.
And Holly says when they're contacted about a project, they're typically able to get out within 24 to 48 hours. Now, if you're interested in getting a hold of them, you can get their information on our website, DelmarvaLife.com. It's so exciting when you get a renovation project finished.
Yep, the process sometimes can be like, wow, but when you see the finished product, that's what it's all about. So.
Absolutely.